Okay, so the saw is back in business. This is Greg. Thanks for checking out my channel. This is Cutting Rocks. And I've got some pieces of big giant Thundereggs that I'm going to make some cuts on to turn into like a little stand-up with a window into kind of a cut side. So I've got a couple pieces that I'll do some cuts and see. I think when these sides are cut smooth to stand up, I may do one or two cuts. I think they'll look pretty cool as a little display. And then when you have one side exposed that's a raw side and one that's cut, that'll be kind of cool. So a couple of those, haven't decided quite where. I may do two sides or just one. And then a little piece of petrified wood that I'm going to put a flat side on just to smooth it out and see how that looks when it's standing up as a little display. So the saw's back in business. I'll get some cutting, and pretty soon I have a video of the trip I just got back from where I picked up between 6 and 8 tons of rock of all different varieties, petrified wood, big massive slabs, opals. There's a bunch of stuff that I've got out here on my trailer. You'll see some video of me going and getting this stuff. A lot of material that'll be fun to cut. And maybe we'll get a bonus cut. We'll see. Maybe work this in and start making some slabs out of this. Now that looks like it should be pretty interesting inside. Okay, so with this one, I'm for sure going to cut the bottom off so it stands up flat and you have a little picture window into this from the side. I may end up polishing up the base when that's finished. And I may cut one more side. All right, so got this wedged in the saw, using a little wood wedge there to get this thing to sit the way I'd like. And we'll get this thing dialed in so that I'm just slicing the bottom edge off, and I'll get a little picture while we're cutting, and then we'll see how this looks. I haven't cut these giant Thundereggs before, and so I'm curious how clean they look after they come off just without any polishing, see what they look like just off the diamond blade. So we'll get that set up and get going. All right, so you know, as a little display, you got a piece of a giant Thunderegg. All right, so we got the end off to flatten that out. Let's see. Yeah, that's an interesting piece. Just kind of cool, the layers in the agate part at the center. Just that alone is interesting. Let's get in some better light. Yeah, interesting layers right there. That's cool. Let's see how this came out. Let's get some light and see it better. So this is a cross section there. That looks pretty cool. I like this banding here, the layers and the color change as you come to the inside of the Thunderegg. You got some of the different textures on that interior. So as it is right now, you know, as a display, this would be sitting like this. And I don't know, maybe that is a pretty side to leave in a display and just leave kind of a window underneath. I was thinking that I would cut that and have this side be a window into it, but it might do nicely just like it is, and then you just pick it up to see that cut side. Then I still wanted to cut this petrified wood, and I think it's got kind of some cool lines on this side, and it just is a little teetery on the surface the way it is. And again, that's got some cool texture. Petrified wood is some of my favorite. It's fun to find cool pieces of petrified wood. This end doesn't have a lot of any particular view into the grain, and so I was going to cut that piece and give us a better picture. Hopefully there's some nice grain under there, and then just have this be stable as a stand-up, a little tiny stand-up. So that just quit cutting, and let's see how it turned out. I'm hoping that we get some cool grain visible on the inside. I like the colors. I like kind of the streaks of agate that crept into the wood. So, you know, we had that rough side, and that's what's underneath. So if the back side of that is as pretty as this, I'll be pleased. So put this over here and come back and see what we get on the back side of this cut. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Not the kind of greens I was kind of hoping for, but definitely interesting color. Interesting lines. All right, let me get this out of here. Actually, I pushed it back a little too far. All right, let's see what we got. Yeah, it looks really, really pretty. Good colors, good rich dark colors. All right, these are all cut and done for the day. This is what I was gonna get cut, and maybe eventually, like I say, I'll go in and I'll do some polishing. If you're enjoying the channel, I appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe if you are, and I'll be putting up some new stuff soon. I've got a lot of new rock I went to get, and I'll have some videos up about that pretty soon too. And so until then, I'll see you on the next video. Okay, so bonus cut. I'm going to cut this too. I got to figure out what direction I can cut this and get the most out of it, because I think I'd like to make some slabs in case this is actually pretty interesting. I could do some small slabs. Let me think about this, and I'll put it in the vise. Okay, I think this may be the way to get the most material out of this. All right, let's see how this looks. Some little fracturing. Oh, but the color's cool. I get focus here. There we go. All right, so some good color. See if we're still holding on tight. Good. There's no pitting right there. That's actually smooth. Yeah, that's cool looking material. There's a little bit of a ridge where it kind of slid the blade over. It maybe made the blade slide a little bit while it cut. It kind of moved it out.